Nick, we built this city.
Uh-huh.
We're building this city in Cities Skylines.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new city building game. It looks a lot like SimCity. It takes a lot of inspiration from SimCity.
Okay.
And it works. It works really well.
So it's already a few steps ahead of the previous SimCity game.
Exactly. So have you ever played a SimCity game?
A little, yes.
Okay. This works exactly the same way. Here you set up your roads.
All right.
And here I am sort of setting up water, clean water, and a sewage pump, basically. Those are good things to have.
Okay.
The first few cities I made here, I sort of messed up the laying of the pipes, and my city was overrun with sewage.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. But in this game, you need to make sure that it all connects. So you need to make sure that your clean water, that's the blue, and then your dirty water, which is the green, are connected by pipes in a good way.
In a good way. So were
Yes.
any of these systems present in the most recent SimCity game?
I believe they were. I didn't actually play it.
Gotcha.
I'll be honest. I didn't play the most recent SimCity game, but I love city builders. And this kind of works the same. Here I'm just zoning everything out. You know, residential areas, commercial areas, industrial areas. And here I'm setting up my power, making sure my pipes are running beautifully. And look, I have a little city. It's working.
Look at that. That's a functional city in
It's
a playable
functional
game.
city in a playable game. And I opted for clean power all the way. No coal burning for me. Just nice little wind turbines.
Look at that. Does that single turbine, is that powering your whole world here?
There are like 4 or 5 here, and here I have a little problem with power in this area, my industrial area, so I think I need to decide, I need some more power here. Wind turbine.
Turbine it up.
Right there, turbine in it. Turbinado. It's pretty great. It's good stuff.
Jeez, look at this. So I remember one of the big complaints levied against that Maxis SimCity game, rest in peace, pouring out for Maxis, but
Yes.
I think one of the biggest problems people had with that was that it was pretty restrictive with the size of the cities you could build.
Yes.
Have you encountered anything even remotely like that here, or is it pretty...
You can make a massive city, and at the very end of this video, you'll even see a massive city that somebody else built. So this game sort of alleviates all the complaints. It basically is a competent SimCity 2013, is kind of what's going on here. No online connectivity issues, massive cities.
What did you do there to make all those happinesses pop out?
So what I did is I just leveled up to I think a respectable hamlet is what I became. So now I have educational buildings, I can build schools, I can build medical facilities, and I can build landfills. So we can deal with our garbage. And look at how the people are now, it's now a sprawling little metropolis. Look at these happy little cars.
I do like
we
that
need workers.
You've kept all the smokestacks and industrial stuff very, very, very far from the residential areas.
Exactly.
Very kind of you.
You know, I'm really nice. I'm a really nice mayor. And you can see at the very top of the screen, the top middle of the screen, there's a Twitter feed. And the people are very happy with me. They just tweeted about how happy they are. And I just went up to a worthy village. You see this worthy village that's functional and working.
Your Twitter name is @mayor, apparently.
@mayor.
That Twitter feed.
You can probably change that. This game is also very friendly to modders. Look at how happy people are because now there is a police station, and I added some, I believe I'm looking for like a place with the fire department here. Yeah, so now we can deal with fires and crime.
Is there a lot of crime in your very green city here? Or are things pretty
not
safe?
a lot yet. You know, people are pretty happy. And here I'm tweaking policies and taking out a loan. So, you know, everything's, you know, kind of coming up aces for this worthy city. See, the crime rate is only 3% here. It's very low. Very low.
So 1 in every 30-ish people is doing crimes?
Yeah, something like that.
That's not terrible.
You know. So here's an example.
Holy crap.
I did not build this.
Right.
I will be honest. But this came with the game. So the folks who made this game are very into the idea of modding. They were all about, like, you can mod, you can build things, you can share things. So this is Monte Carlo, I think, maybe?
Like a real city?
Somebody called it the Full Monty. That's what the name of this city is.
Gotcha.
And it's huge. And I just sort of went through and started looking at it just to get a sense of the scale of what you can actually build in this game. It's pretty cool, pretty massive stuff.
Jeez, yeah. It's funny. It's not a bad looking game by any means. I noticed they got the nice little depth of field effect when you zoom in there. I think maybe it's slightly less. Like if I could find one conceivable thing that the other SimCity game did better, that game had this very like sort of Instagrammy, sort of muted, color leaky palette to it.
Yeah.
This seems a little more literal, a little more straightforward. But that's kind of what
is.
I mean, like this is what the people who like that type of game want, right? Like this is the game for them.
Exactly. And, you know, it is a little less flashy, but it is also, I think it's a $30 game. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
For sure.
They want a little budget with it. And you can also mod your buildings. If you don't like the way they look, you can actually, you know, make things look nicer. Oh, and here's the public transportation system. You know, bus lines, trains, planes, ships, all sorts of cool stuff. So there's really a lot here, a lot of features and a lot of
Certainly looks like it, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, this is a very, very good, I would say, a very good city builder. This is so SimCity it hurts, but in the best way.
That's glowing praise, I think, for
Yeah.
this.